Alright, here we go. Back to Sebastian. Ugh. We're gonna do his quest real quick. Gotta switch to him. Alright, I guess we can highlight Sebastian's skills and stuff. He's not one of my favorite characters, that's for sure. But he does have some interesting things. He works kind of like a dual-wield rogue, but with a bow. I know it doesn't make any sense. We're not gonna mess with his attributes at all. Let's take a look at his specialization tree first and foremost. Now, what I like to do with Sebastian, is build him a little bit different than Varric. You're gonna keep Varric in your party and take Sebastian with too. As far as his skills, he should be more of a support character as well. His damage isn't that great, so we're going to give him pretty much the same stuff that Varric has. Luckily, he starts off with skills that aren't completely useless. First up, we're going to go with Blindside. He comes with speed already, so we're just going to keep that. You don't necessarily need the miasmy flats, but I don't want you to waste money on a respec for a character you're not even going to use. Alright, here we go. Oh, we're not going to get any of these. All we're getting is Blindside, because that is useful. It's a 20% damage boost. We're going to have to take Bursting Arrow so we can get Disorienting Shot. That is important to take. Obviously, all the Disorients are good because they do synergize with other characters. Next up, we're going to check his specialization. I gotta forget what's good in that. Guardian Angel's good for his decoy ability. This helps keep a lot of the pressure off the tank. Also helps keep him alive. Righteous Chain, which is down here. This basically is the equivalent of the dual wield explosive chain. It does the exact same thing for him that it does for dual wielders, and it also has the ability that that triggers off it, that buffs every time you use it. Arrow of Judgment. I suggest getting Wounding Arrow first. It's just better. Wounding Arrow works with this thing too. It uses the chain, I believe. Hold on. Minus 3%. Yeah. So if you got 10 shots on the chain and you shoot with Wounding Arrow and you take this, it's a 30% damage resistance reduction. I'd also take Arrow of Judgment. You really don't need Debilitating Arrow at this point. But I would take Holy Precision. And of course, Mafarat's Advance. That's an important one. That's pretty much all you need in this tree right now. You could take Disciple's Discipline if you want. It's pretty much up to you if you want to keep him alive a little longer. I mean, 10% damage resistance isn't that big a deal. But if you don't want to do that, you can just go with Debilitating Arrow at this point. But you're going to get this whole tree eventually. I personally am just going to give him damage resistance because I'm lazy. Alright, tactics for Sebastian. A little bit different than you'd think for like a support class. He's also going to be doing damage. Alright, first thing you want to do with Sebastian is first I just want to say this real quick. Be careful when you're using Sebastian. Make sure you're careful. If you get him to friended status and constantly add and remove him to your party, that little 5% speed boost actually works against you. There's a bug that allows him to pretty much destroy your character's speed. You'll be moving in slow motion, everything in combat. So make sure. That's why I don't use Sebastian at all. I don't even like Sebastian's character. But we're going to set him up real quick. Self, health, as usual. The typical stuff that you do for everyone else. He's going to use an item health potion. Self, stamina. Where is it at? Self, not says. Whoop. I'm so lost today. Okay. As usual, we're going to have him use a... Whoops, not a lyrium potion. A stamina draw. And we're going to set his to 10%. Next up, we just want him to be a focused caster. But first, we're going to make him put his buff on. Activate most speed. Enemy. Rank. We're going to go elite or higher. Use next mode. Enemy. Target of Hawk. Usability, let's say we're going to have him use... We're going to have him use... what arrow do we want to use? We're going to have him use, like, pinning shot. Have him use wounding arrow. Enemy. Same thing for... That looks good, yeah. Yep. Next up, we're going to have him self. Be attacked by type of attack. Melee attack, we want him to use the ability Guardian Angel. Move this up. Next up, enemy rank. Elite or higher. Use current condition for next tactic. Enemy. Target a party member Hawk. Usability. Arrow Judgment. Enemy. You can go nearest visible class if you want to lock down rogues and stuff, or you can just go nearest visible. Pinning shot. Enemy. We're going to set clustered. 3 enemies. Usability, Masmic Flask. Now you can set that up differently if you want. You can have it set up to just randomly put it on people that Hawk's attacking. However you want to do it. Actually, we're going to do this differently. Self. Target of Sebastian. Self. Okay. Finger shot, Masmic Flask. What else does this dude have? But like I said, I don't even suggest using this dude. I just want to see what abilities he has left. Bursting Arrow, we're not going to use it. Oh, he's pretty much done. So not much here. You want him to use his chain correctly. Because, you know, the AI is not smart. So you want him to go to... Shit. Enemy. Target of Hawk. Attack. We're going to move this up, though. We want him attacking before he's using abilities to build up his chain. Whoops. Self. I don't think you have to use this here. You could just set it to target of Sebastian. Self. He's using attack type. Alright, that's good. This looks fine. We're not using him for very long. If you guys want a more in-depth on Sebastian, I will do it. But this is pretty basic Sebastian right here. We want him shooting something to build his chain, preferably when I'm attacking. And then when he's done building his chain, we want him to use Wounding Arrow. And then after that, we want him to use Arrow of Judgment on his next chain. Then he's going to just pinning shot the nearest enemy. If three enemies are together, he'll paralyze them. That's pretty simple stuff. If he's being attacked in melee, he'll use his decoy ability. But that's Sebastian in a nutshell. Also remember, you can equip Sebastian with new bows and stuff like that. I, however, sold them all. So I really don't care. I'm not going to even equip him with accessories, but I would focus on the same accessories you would give to a character like Varric. Attack is important. This would be like optimal. Anything that's adding physical damage, attack, or crit chance. Okay. Now that we have him in our party, we can continue on. If you want to, you should probably change Varric's Meryl macro and change it back to, instead of Meryl, we're going to change it to Sebastian. See? Okay. Sebastian also has a built-in where he uses decoy, so he's got two ways to escape being attacked in melee. Okay, we're going to do Repentance right now. We're going to do it immediately to get rid of Sebastian. He's an interesting character, but he is pretty tough to tactics up. The AI does not make good decisions with this character. They don't really make good decisions, so like I said, it's not going to play itself, but we can only make it do the best that we can with what we have. And I'm tired of explaining myself. I just wouldn't use Sebastian in general. Only use him for your party quests or your companion quest, because he is a buggy character and I don't want him ruining my save game. So I don't even bother with this character. I do my best to keep him out of my party. I only bring him when it's direly necessary that he has to be in it. Alright, so let's do his little quest. This is actually one of the funnier quests. Get the feather. Give me the feather. You'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, here we go.
The door's wide open.
You'll notice every friggin' house has the same layout. It's all the same house. This is the same mansion Fenris lives in. This is going to be the same mansion you fight through again and again and again and again and again. So you might as well just get used to being in this place. Especially during Act 2, most of the fighting is in mansions and stuff.
Lazy